Hey fam, let's talk about something we all struggle with, judging others. Now, before you check out thinking, nah, I don't judge people like that, let's be real. We all do it, sometimes out loud, sometimes in our hearts, and sometimes we don't even know we're doing it. But Jesus, he had some serious things to say about it. What does it even mean to judge? To judge someone means to form an opinion about their value, their choices, or their life, without really knowing their whole story. It's not just about discerning right from wrong. That's wisdom. Judging is when we start acting like we sit on a throne, handing out verdicts on people's lives. Matthew 7:1-2. Do not judge, or you too will be judged. For in the same way you judge others, you will be judged. Basically, if you're quick to criticize, just know that same energy is coming back to you. How do we judge others? We do it when we gossip, when we throw shade, when we write people off because of what they did or what we think they did. Sometimes it's loud, sometimes it's just a quiet side eye or a mental in your head. 1 Samuel 16:7, people look at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. We see the outside and make snap judgments. But God, he sees everything, the pain, the struggle, the reasons. We don't have the full picture, but we act like we do. Why judging the wrong way is harmful. First, it creates pride. It puts us on a pedestal and pushes others down. God alone is the judge. So what right do you have to judge your neighbor? Second, it wrecks community. People don't grow when they feel judged. They grow when they feel safe. And third, it distracts us from our own flaws. Matthew 3:5, why do you stare at the speck in your brother's eye but ignore the plank in your own? Jesus really said, fix your own mess first. So is all judging bad? Good question. The answer is, not all judgment is wrong. Sometimes we're called to speak the truth in love, to help each other grow. But there's a right way to do it. Stop judging by mere appearances, but instead judge correctly. Jesus isn't saying don't use wisdom. He's saying don't be shallow. Don't be harsh. Don't act like you know everything. So what's the right way? With love, not pride. With humility, not superiority. With restoration in mind, not condemnation. Dear brothers and sisters, if another believer is overcome by some sin, you who are godly should gently and humbly help that person back onto the right path. So yes, you can correct someone, but do it gently. Do it with tears in your eyes, not fire in your voice. What happens when we judge wrongly? We miss grace. We forget that the same God who forgave us wants to forgive them. And we make it harder for people to meet Jesus. Because if they feel judged by us, they might assume they're judged by God. Let's not be the reason someone feels unloved. So what should we do instead? Choose love over labels. Choose compassion over assumptions. And when you do have to speak up, do it from a place of wanting to help, not hurt. Because Jesus didn't come to judge us harshly. He came to save us graciously. For God did not send his Son to condemn the world, but to save the world through him. So this week, before you drag someone in your head or out loud, pause. Ask yourself, do I really know the full story? Better yet, ask God, how do you see this person? Let's stop judging by what we see and start loving like Jesus did, because that's how we change lives, including our own.